Hey, so apparently y'all like to watch people fold stuff up. I don't know why, but apparently you do. All right, I'm gonna show y'all something I like to do with my laundry, and this is probably why. Oh, let's smell the lavender. So this is essential lavender oil. Like, you come to my house, this is one of the things you're definitely smelling. This is why laundry takes me forever. Well, one of the reasons. But I start off with rubbing my, I don't want to turn my TV on. Oops. I like to start out by rubbing my towels down with lavender oil. This is something I do now. If I grab an old towel or an old washcloth that's been folded up forever, because there for a little while I wasn't rotating my laundry in between. I was just grabbing the top, which is really bad. But now I know to rotate it all out. But you just want to rub it down with lavender. And then I'm going to go one more round of that. Don't do this to your clothes. Your clothes will be stained. But for your towels and washcloths and your sheets and stuff, you definitely want to do this. And since this is an oil, like, the smell's going to linger for a while. But this is why I don't have to use plugins and stuff in my house, because I just spend a lot of money on essential oils, which helps with mood. It helps with everything. But now that I actually have a little bit more time, I focus more on doing stuff like this. So after you rubbed it all with essential lavender oil, then you throw it all back over there. Wipe whatever extra you got on the couch, because it's leather and it's oil, so whatever. And then close the top, because one day I didn't close my top and I spilled a whole bottle of essential lavender oil. And the way that the price of everything keeps going up, yeah, with the tariffs, that actually hurt. It hurt my feelings. But it was one of those expensive lessons that now I know. Close your bottle when you're done with it. And then you just want to take the corners like this. You take the other corner. You follow it down with your arm. If your arms are too short, you can just grab the middle. And then you want to fold it like there. There's a lot of different ways to fold a towel. I used to take the time to fold it in threes, which gives it like no ugly side, like both sides are perfect. But then I realized I don't have the time to do that. I do have the time, but it's not worth it to me. I'll just push it in with this side facing the wall, and you just pull it out. But if you want to know how to do it the other way, I will show you. I'm not doing the other ones this way. And since I like stuff the same when I do it, I will unroll this. But you just fold it like that, a little over a third. You fold it like this, a little over a third. You smooth it out. You take this, you fold it about halfway. And then you line it up, and then you roll it, just like this. Then you could put it on whatever you want to put it on, and it's perfect no matter how you grab it. See, like this, perfect. But I'm not doing that. It makes it bulkier. I have a lot of towels and washcloths. Like, this isn't all of them. So for space purposes, it's my towel closet is like long, but there's not a lot of space this way. There's a lot of space that way. I guess I could have said vertically versus horizontally, but that's why I prefer to do it this way. And then I always separate my pool towels from the regular towels once they're sorted. So they have different shelves that they go on. Why does that matter? I have no idea. I just don't like washing my pool towels all the time because they're very heavy. And I feel like all that extra weight is stressful on the machine. So if we're not at the pool, we don't need to use a pool towel. So we'll put these over here. And then repeat. Yes, I do this every time I wash towels and wash rags. Yeah, so perfectionism is debilitating sometimes. It makes you take way too long on tasks that should be quick. But when they're done properly. It is the act of getting it done, or sometimes just the act of starting, which freezes because you're just like overwhelmed and you're just like, wow, I don't really feel like doing this. This is gonna stress me out. But then you learn, okay, there's joy in the doing. Let me figure out how I can make myself do this, and it's gonna get better. And that's how you make it better. Or another thing that I found that helps me out now is content creation. Any excuse to make a video will actually motivate me more to do all this stuff. And I know some of these towels, you're probably like, you're gonna see some of my paint towels and some of my paint rags here in a second, because as an artist, I learned that I need multiple towels and wash rags that are crappy. Like these are art rags. So sometimes even with the art rags, I'll throw them away. But with those, I like to just keep them kind of basically folded. But I don't know, I guess I have like a different way of folding everything. But these all get in their own separate areas so I can know which is which. And then the hair towels, they have their own little area too. As I say it out loud, I'm realizing why laundry takes me so freaking long. Yeah. And then that goes there. I'm just wondering though, you can put in the comments, how many towels does the average person have? Like how many towels do most people keep in their house? Because I'm realizing this pile of towels is not all of my towels. My towels and wash rags are already clean and they're already put away. This was just the ones I used this week. So now I'm just kind of wondering, like, if I just have an excessive amount of towels and washcloths versus everyone else. I'm sure there's some truth to that. Just like I was talking to my friend about cleaning my floors, and I told her that I mopped for 2 hours the other day. And she's like, why did you mop for 2 hours? I said, because it takes layers to mop it. Right now, I'm still in the process of stripping my floors. So to strip it, you have to you sweep, you mop, you let it dry. You sweep, you mop, you let it dry. Then if you know you're by yourself, you could take some of the cleaner and you just let it soak in the spots that are bad to you, and then you scrub it up, and then you let it dry, and then you sweep and mop again. And eventually, that's gonna strip all the buildup of the floor cleaner. So the mix I actually used to do to clean it is vinegar, water, a little bit of dish soap, and Pine Sol. That is not photo right. Mixed together. And when they're all mixed together, you add boiling hot water. So you want to boil some hot water, and you use that. And then when you're ready to put your shine back on your floors, you can use Rejuvenate, Mop and Glow. Those are my two favorite coatings to put back. And I will actually have, I think I need to sweep them up like maybe 2 more times, and then I'll be able to do Mop and Glow on my floor, which will make it like super shiny and super clean, which right now. It's almost there, but since I've been tracking diatomaceous earth from my garage into the house, I don't want to seal it, because you have to seal it when you know for sure you're not going to track anything. Because if you seal it and it's drying and then there's stuff on your feet before it has time to fully clean, then it's going to be trapped in the sealant, which is what happened last time. And it creates this really gross looking dusty floor. And then after you stare at that long enough, you will keep cleaning it until it looks clean. Yeah. I guess I just basically told the world I have OCD. Don't worry, my therapist already knows. It's fine. But actually, I don't hate cleaning. I just know that I tend to overthink it sometimes. I will say this though, some of y'all need to learn to dry your clothes longer. Some of y'all have towels that smell sour or they're damp. And I know everyone's in this race to clean up, and when but they can say it's clean. That's not how it goes. You need to make sure your towels are fully 110% dry. You can do that from not overloading your washing machine. You can do it by not overloading your dryer. If you do choose to fill your washing machine all the way full with your towels and your washcloths, then when you dry them, you need to dry half the load first. Let it fully dry. You can re-dry it a second time just to fully get that moisture out of it, especially if you live in the South where it's like a lot of humidity like here. You want to run it through the dryer one more time, and then once it fully stops, that's when you can put it away. That's how I do it. That it keeps it nice and fresh. And then the only thing about over drying your towels and washcloths is a lot of the fabric softener or whatever loses the smell. So that's why you follow it up with the lavender essential oil. It smells so good. Like, it's just like a relaxing smell. If you're noticing that you have just that sour smell in your laundry itself, or if you have clothes that's been sitting too long wet or you forgot about them, this is how you're gonna fix that problem. So you put your towels, whatever it is that are kind of sour, in the washing machine. You're gonna take vinegar. Maybe you can take a cup of vinegar or half a cup. A half a cup of vinegar, pour it on your clothes. Then you're gonna take baking soda and sprinkle it across the top. And then you're going to take a little bit of Fabuloso, or you can use like anything like that you already have, and you can pour that on there too. Unless it's like, if it's silks or something like it, just make sure that, just be careful with that. But for most clothes, it's pretty safe to just do this. Actually, let me digress, because I have to realize common sense is not common. Okay, so what you can do is you can take vinegar and baking soda, pour it across the top of your clothes. So you can put the baking soda on first, and then put the vinegar, let it fuzz up, and then you're gonna add your laundry detergent, and then you're gonna wash them according to like hot or cold, depending on how the clothes can stand. If it's towels, I like to do scalding hot water. No fabric softener at this step. Just the detergent, vinegar, baking soda, wash. Once it's fully done washing, you're gonna make sure you have it on that setting that has the extra rinse. So after all that's done, you're going to take and you're gonna wash it again. But this time, you're gonna wash it in just laundry detergent and fabric softener. After that wash, immediately put it in the dryer. You can use a dryer sheet if you want, or not, that's up to you. And then dry it. Once it's fully dry, once the dryer stops, you want to dry it one more time. That way it's fully dry, and that's going to keep your stuff super fresh. once you first take it out the dryer, it's really good to take essential lavender oil or whatever essential oil you like. Put just a little bit on your hands and just kind of touch all your towels, all your bedding. Do not do that to your regular clothes. And then roll it up, and it's gonna put off lots of great smell. It's gonna actually put off so much smell that I live here, so I can't smell my house, but most people tell me my house smells pretty clean. It either smells like food or it smells like essential oils. I don't know. It doesn't have a smell to me. But whatever you have the most of, that's what your house is gonna smell like. And then for your carpet, you can put a little bit of essential oil and alcohol together, like semi-proof alcohol. Ooh, I don't know about staining. So you can take 50 proof alcohol, do half alcohol, half water, and just a few drops of your favorite essential oil. Put it in a spray bottle and then spray it. And that's going to help with the smell of your carpet. Speaking of carpets, I actually need to deep clean my carpet next. That's on my to-do list. I could actually do my hair room, the hallway, and for now, I don't know, y'all. I have so much to do. But when I clean, clean. And that's why it takes so long, because I'm still in the process of decluttering too. So I'm constantly washing everything up, folding, sorting, and then figuring out what's keep, what's donate, and what's trash. But eventually, it will all be done. Wow. See, that's not even bad. It's been less than 20 minutes, and I am pretty much done. Maybe I should record myself cleaning up more often, because it speeds up the time. It takes away the blah factor. And then it's gonna take 3 loads up the steps to put it away. No, I will not be recording getting put away, but it will be done. I can promise you that. Yay! Got another chore done. Wow, my little list is getting punched. Check, check, check. I've learned also that I am more productive if I think about the task, how I want to execute it before I start. Which falls in line with starting with the end in mind. So, 7 habits of highly effective people. It's better to think about what you want to do, how you're going to execute it, and then execute it. So that way you are more productive. Oh yeah, fun fact, your sponges, I like to have like 10 of them, and every day I let them dry out, and I put them with my dirty towels and washcloths after they're dry, and I wash them in my washing machine and I dry them in the dryer. Every day they get washed and dried. If you do this, you will not have a stinky sponge, which means you're not cross-contaminating from putting a dirty sponge on everything. You're always starting with a clean sponge. Oops. So, do that. All right, I hope this helps. I hope that you've learned something new as far as laundry, and now you know some of the stuff I do randomly. But see? So these are gonna go to the part that's just for the pool towels. This is gonna go for the washcloths, hair mini towels, and then regular towels. Yeah, I just caught that midair. But I hope this helps. I hope you learned something. All right, later, y'all.